Mecca, Saudi Arabia, January 6, 2025. Much of Saudi Arabia has been hit by torrential rains, including the holy city of Mecca, which has turned streets into rivers and swept away cars. Shocking images taken on the outskirts of the city showed cars almost completely submerged in water, with their roofs barely above the waterline. This week's heavy rains followed months of record rainfall in April and May that battered the Gulf state. Clips shared on social media showed major roads in the kingdom submerged in massive floodwaters that swept away everything in their path. Residents were also seen abandoning their cars on the road as other partially submerged vehicles tried to wade through the floodwaters. Video footage of the massive flooding that has hit Mecca today due to heavy rains that have hit the country in recent hours. In addition, Al-Uqaisiyah neighborhood in the Mecca Al-Mukarrama region witnessed this evening heavy rain events that caused flooding in the streets, and the water level rose to 3 meters. In a video, a netizen reviewed the moment when the streets in Al-Uqaisiyah neighborhood were flooded, as the footage showed an unprecedented rise in water, which caused many cars to sink. The citizen said in the video that he had never seen such rain in his life, as 4 cars had to sink due to the flood. Meanwhile, in today's weather report, the National Meteorology Center predicted that there would be moderate to heavy thunderstorms, resulting in heavy rain, accompanied by hail and active winds that raise dust in some areas of the northern border. Al-Jawf, hail in Medina, extending to parts of the Qasim, Al-Sarqiyah, Riyadh, Mecca Al-Mukarrama, Al-Baha regions. The center urged citizens and residents to wear thick winter clothing and take all necessary precautions when driving, given the possibility of low visibility due to heavy rain and strong winds that raise dust. Given the difficult weather conditions, the Saudi Civil Defense Directorate called on citizens and residents to be careful and follow the instructions announced through the media and social networking sites. For information, several regions in the Gulf Kingdom, including Mecca and Medina, which attract millions of pilgrims every year, have been hit by strange rains. Since early this morning, the rain has been getting heavier. Other areas, including Riyadh, Mecca, Al-Baha, and Tabuk, are bracing for the impact of the severe weather, local media reported. The National Center of Meteorology, or NMC, has forecast moderate to heavy rain, thunderstorms, and dust storms throughout the week. Several yellow weather warnings for rain have also been issued in the past hour. The rare rain is expected to continue until Wednesday. So the question is, what is meant by floods? What are main reasons of flash floods? What are the impacts of flood on human life and infrastructure? What is the solution for reducing the impact of floods? Let's dive in. Floods, one of the most devastating natural disasters affecting millions worldwide. Floods happen for several reasons, and here are the most common ones. 1. Heavy rainfall. When rain falls faster than the ground can absorb it, water accumulates and causes flooding. This is especially common in areas with poor drainage systems. 2. River overflow. When rivers receive more water than they can handle, they overflow, submerging surrounding land. This often happens after prolonged heavy rainfall or rapid snowmelt. 3. storm surges and hurricanes. Coastal areas are prone to floods due to strong winds and storm surges from hurricanes and typhoons, which push seawater inland. 4. Dam or levee failure. When man-made structures like dams or levees fail, they release massive amounts of water, flooding nearby areas. 5. Urbanization and poor drainage. In cities, concrete and asphalt prevent water from soaking into the ground, leading to flash floods, especially when drainage systems are inadequate. 6. Climate change and ice melting. Rising global temperatures cause glaciers and ice caps to melt, raising sea levels and increasing flood risks in coastal and low-lying areas. 7. Floods can happen anywhere, but some regions are more vulnerable than others. Here are a few hotspots. 1. South and Southeast Asia. Countries like India, Bangladesh, and Indonesia experience severe flooding due to monsoons and rising sea levels. 2. United States. Coastal states like Florida, Texas, and Louisiana are often hit by hurricanes and storm surges, while inland areas face river floods. 3. Europe. Many European countries experience floods due to heavy rainfall and river overflow, especially Germany, the UK, and the Netherlands. One can ask, what is the impact of flash floods on human life and infrastructures? Here are some answers. 1. Loss of human life. Flash floods are extremely dangerous and can cause sudden fatalities. 2. Damage to infrastructure. Roads, bridges, and buildings can be severely damaged or destroyed. 3. Displacement of people. Floods can force people to evacuate their homes, leading to temporary or permanent displacement. 4. Contaminated water supply. Floodwaters often carry sewage and chemicals, polluting drinking water sources. 5. Economic losses. Businesses and agriculture suffer huge financial losses due to property damage and loss of productivity. 6. Landslides and soil erosion. Flash floods can wash away soil, destabilizing land and causing landslides. 7. Transportation disruptions. Roads and highways may become impassable, delaying emergency response efforts. 8. Increased disease outbreaks. Stagnant floodwaters create breeding grounds for diseases such as cholera and malaria. 9. Power outages. Floods can damage power lines and substations, causing widespread electricity failures. 10. Destruction of ecosystems. Flash floods disrupt wildlife habitats, wash away vegetation, and affect aquatic life. So, what are the solutions to prevent and mitigate flash floods? Improve drainage systems. Ensuring efficient urban drainage can help prevent water buildup. Reforestation and soil conservation. Planting trees and managing soil erosion can reduce runoff. Early warning systems. Installing flood alert systems can help communities prepare in advance. Sustainable urban planning. Designing cities with flood-resistant infrastructure can minimize risks. Dams and retention basins. These structures can help control water flow and prevent sudden flood. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel